Recreating 5 Efren Reyes shots with Florian Kohler and Rolly Williams.
Hi, I'm Rolly Williams, and I am your average pool player. But
we already know the
Florian
Z-shot's going to
Kohler,
be in here.
He is your well above average trick shot shooter.
Today I'm going to coach Rolly on 5 Efren Reyes trick shots, and I'm sure he's going to make them.
Love your confidence.
This is what I wanted to see, trick shot.
Okay,
I'm familiar with, regular trick shot in Call of Duty, Sniper,
just
DSR
do one,
5.
but because I've got an expert here, he's
DSR
going to
50.
coach me through all the steps of the process, and I'm going to get it done in lightning speed. So let's get started.
But I wanted to check
This
out
first
pool.
Efren trick
It's
shot is pretty
fascinating.
radical. Here he has the cue balls in the jaws of the pocket, and he's fenced in on all sides by other balls. So he drills into the corner of the pocket, which pops the cue ball up and over the other balls, around 3 rails to hit the 1 into the 9 into the pocket.
That was the last thing I expected. I
It's a
thought he was
really
going to
flashy
bullet
shot,
through
and
him.
the crowd
He just jumped
understandably
over.
goes nuts. So let's give it a go. My first try is bad. It doesn't catch any air, it just plows through
what I
the
thought
other
he was
balls,
gonna
but
do.
somehow it finds its path to the 1 ball. It obviously doesn't count, but it's better than
Yes,
if
sir,
I
yes,
hadn't
sir.
made it. Florian steps in to try it out to make sure he knows what the trick is, and makes it on the first try, proving again that this is the dude you want to have around when you're trying to... Florian steps in to
Your average pool player is not going to get that on the first shot. Like, come on.
try it out to make sure he knows what the trick is,
Wow.
and makes it on the first try, proving again that
was
this
not
is
his
the
first
dude
time
you
doing
want
that,
to
though.
have around when you're trying to recreate trick shots. Here is his diagnosis of the shot.
Aim to have the quarter edge of the cue ball. So basically only a quarter of the edge of the cue ball is in points.
All right, listen to how he's talking about this. That was not his first time
Big
shooting
quarter of
that.
the ball outside.
Okay.
Top, left, and a good stroke because it's got to
I'm
follow.
going to get the trajectory
So-
of the cue ball just right.
More. Yeah. More than that? Yeah. I know it's weird.
With that angular... Dude, this
Right
guy's
away,
not...
a huge
do
improvement.
amateurs do
You can
that?
tell because I didn't hit the cue ball straight into all of the balls. By using top left and hitting it hard at a downward
Can I
angle,
do
I'm
that?
giving the cue ball a little bit of a bounce, kind of like a micro jump shot. The point
Bro,
of the
this guy's
pocket
not
then
an amateur.
magnifies the jump like a trampoline because the cue ball is hitting above the rail at an angle instead of straight on. I went around the 3 rails like I wanted to, but then I hit too high up on the long rail. Ordinarily, I would have experimented with hitting it harder or softer, but Florian, how do I put this? He's a lot smarter than me, so he had some better advice.
Too short. You could aim fuller a bit. So
Fuller
more
into the corner?
Fuller into the corner, but just a tad, not much. You almost got it.
Hitting the point a little fuller will shorten the angle and send the cue ball closer to the far corner pocket before coming around the 3 rails. So I make the adjustment and...
3 rail
that
bounce.
was easier than it usually is.
There we go.
Like a trick shot guy.
Yeah, look
No,
at
you're
me.
just not
Okay,
really an
one
average
shot
player,
down.
bro.
This next Efren shot is this nice little draw where he hits the 1 ball almost completely straight into the upper left-hand corner, travels forward just a little bit, and then draws straight back to sink the 9 ball in the lower left corner in the same
Okay,
shot.
that was tough.
It's cool to see the cue ball completely orbit the interfering ball,
We watched 100 of Efren's best shots, and this was not in there.
and I don't totally understand how it doesn't clock the 8 on the way by. But
Yeah, I feel like that
let's
was a
give it
bad
shot.
compilation.
My first attempt, I try a fairly level cue, a good amount of draw, and nope. Florian jumps in to get a feel for the shot, and he overdraws it, which I didn't even think was possible. He tries it again, nails it. His advice this time was much simpler. Forget the 9, just aim completely full and focus on really getting through. He tries it again.
Look, he replaced the green ball with his ball, like to trap it.
Nails it. His advice this time was much simpler. Forget the 9, just aim completely full and focus on really getting through the cue ball as low, level, and smooth a stroke as possible. And kiss my grits, it worked.
Two tries.
Go.
I'll take a lucky day, baby.
Shot number 3 is a
Oh,
sort
just
of
not
masse
shot at- just not your
kick
lucky
shot
day.
where Efren hits the cue ball into the left rail, but it's got so much
You're a
masse
professional.
spin that it bounces off, and then the spin pulls it back toward the rail, making the balls in the corner. Now this shot probably would have been a lot harder for me, but Florian just taught me how to properly masse a ball a day
Bro, why is he
before.
standing-
Watch that video.
That zesty ass stance.
Balls in the corner. Now this shot probably would have been a lot harder for me, but Florian like just taught me how to properly masse a ball a day before. Watch that video if you want to see that happen, link in the whatever. This shot was a little different for me because I'd never massed a ball into a rail, but the principle seemed pretty similar. Attempt number 1 has the right look, but I hit it way too far towards the top of the cue ball, which resulted in not enough spin. But Florian had a little confidence in me, and instead of jumping in, he just had me reshoot the shot with more left. So for shot number 2, I was home free. No. Okay, so we had the same problem the day before, and I learned this very valuable lesson.
Now I see you're going a lot on backspin. You want to be right here.
Oh,
you don't
his
need any
elbow's supposed to be
backspin,
up
really.
like
It's
that?
just a side spin
That looks
shot.
wrong.
Now this is interesting because every masse that I've hit, I always think, oh, hit it with backspin. I don't know why. I don't have to hit this with any backspin at all.
Not really, because the side spin would be enough, because you're not trying to really make the cue ball come back to you, you're just trying to make it turn, right?
Yeah. Masse shots don't need backspin. Even though something in my brain says I need to hit the bottom of the ball, I can actually just hit the far left side. So on shot number 3, I just hit it on the far left side of the ball with no backspin and...
Yeah! Is that right?
All right, let's move on. Now, I am something of a completist, so I did make Florian jump in there and do the shot himself. But what are the chances that he's gonna do it way, way better than me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Whoa.
that was pretty good, I guess. All right, well, 3 down, 2 to go. Shot number
this
4
guy
is
really
a
is like a
genuine
trick shot
old-school
master.
Efren trick shot, and it's from this TV show where apparently Efren just
Wait, I
goes
want to see this
buck
guy's
wild and
Florian.
a studio audience freaks out. And I would watch that show every day. Here it is.
笑顔が勝負の顔に変わり3つ入った4つ入ったやりました
Okay, let's see that again. The 1 ball and the 2 ball are frozen to each other in the middle of the table. The 4 ball is hanging over the side pocket, and the 3 ball is frozen next to it. Efren hits the 1 ball, which sends the 2 into the side, and the rebounding cue
Okay,
ball hits the
2 into
3
the
ball.
side.
The 3 ball hits the 4 into the side, and then goes down into the corner pocket, where it is joined by a slowly drifting
He hit every single ball in. Wait, hold on.
is frozen next to it. Efren hits the 1 ball, which sends the
Okay.
2 into the side, and the rebounding cue ball hits the 3 ball. The 3 ball hits the 4 into the side, and then goes down into the corner pocket, where it is joined by a slowly drifting 1 ball. Then Efren drops one of the most impressive victory dances of all time. Now, obviously, the dance part is way above my skill level, but the shot
like a
part
Fortnite dance.
seems more doable. Let's go. Right off the bat, I assume this shot would be on the easier side since I just have to line the balls up with the pockets. This turned out to not be the case at all.
1 out of 4. Okay.
Okay, we spend a little bit more time setting everything up, but Florian jumps in to explain some preliminary problems with my setup.
Tangent wants to be here, because that's the only way to the pocket.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's got to be angled more this way, and yours was angled this way. So that's wrong. So you're always the middle of the balls, right?
Right.
Now the tangent to the 1 is somewhere there, right? Approximately.
So you could only use this move if the balls are set up absolutely perfectly
Let's start with that. Now we're gonna move the tangent
Or
up. You
lined
see
up.
that the 2 is
in a game.
looking a little off too.
Attempt number 2, blew it again. Okay, this is gonna be a little harder. And even though Florian knows exactly how to do the shot and he sets it up carefully, any ball out of alignment even a little bit means the shot is not gonna work.
Oh! Hold it. I know. Yeah. So now we got.
So is it like a rare scenario, or is this like a game? Like they set the balls up like that on purpose, and then
The entire thing.
the goal is to be like, okay, who can get them in all in at once?
But since he knows how to adjust after tinkering a little bit, he's able to
Those
nail
little
it.
games.
Attempt number 3, I just used the exact same setup Florian had, which feels a little bit like cheating, but that's kind of the whole point of the video, and if you don't like it, you can go and cry to your mama. And I hope your mama has room for 2, because even with the corrected setup, I missed the 3 and the 4 balls entirely.
But it almost
so
bounced
for
back
attempt
and
number
hit him.
4, Papa Florian just sets it up for me.
Was he hammering the ball?
Closer, but now the 1 ball isn't going into the corner anymore. If we overlay the shot where I made the 1 with the shot where I just missed it, you can see a 1/4 of an inch change
Oh,
in the
I like
position
that.
ruins the shot,
At least 1.
which would have been good to know
Wait, he overlaid it on top. That's actually
for shot
genius.
5, but since I'm obviously
study
doing
your
these videos
shots.
afterwards, I missed the 1 ball short again. Also, I missed the 3 ball. Also, I scratched the cue ball. And here I
An amateur is not overlaying their shots and studying the 1/4 inch difference. Okay.
thought I was doing pretty good. Shot 6, I get the 3 and the 4 again, but I'm still missing that 1 ball short because I'm setting up just a hair too close to the near side of the table. Same with shot 7. Finally, Florian points out that my 1 ball has been missing most of the time and that the tangent line is just a little short. So for shot 8, I set up a hair further out and got it.
W Florian, W.
Okay, the dance. Attempt number 1. I'm just messing with you. Why don't they have that show on anymore? The final shot is one of my favorite Efren trick shots because it's a nice little bait and switch and you get to hit it hard. Instead of brushing the ball into the obvious corner, he blasts it to the opposite side corner and uses the more obvious pocket to rattle the cue ball to keep it from double kissing. Here's my first attempt. No, I hit it too full and the cue ball just flies into the side pocket.
It's probably a little left.
Attempt 2, Florian has me add a little low left to the mix to get the 9 ball to track more towards the corner, and the left spin pulls the cue ball into the corner pocket for scratch number 2. I tried one more time with just low and I get a little closer, but the rebounding cue ball hits my stick and that's scratch number 3. Florian jumps in and uses just draw and nails it. And as if out of solidarity, the cue ball goes in too. But it had that critical corner pocket rattle and the rest of the shot worked, so that's good enough for me. Attempt 4, I hit it too full and I end up almost pocketing the 9 in the near corner before scratching for the 4th time in a row. Florian's advice was the same, I just gotta hit it thinner. And this time, although it looked like I totally beefed it, I actually hit just a millimeter too thick on the 9 ball and double kissed it. Slowing it down, you can see the 9 ball almost taking off in the right direction before being absolutely assaulted by the cue ball. Shot 6, I hit it just a little bit
Dude, you need to hit this like perfectly.
thinner and Gotti.
That's what was so impressive about Efren was he was like finding these angles like four
ball
bounces
goes
later.
in, the cue ball rattles,
Lining
and
up
then
angles
comes out and
perfectly,
goes
it's
up
like
table. And that's 5. Special thanks to Florian Venom Kohler for helping me do these.
I could do that. I could do every single one of those right now.
Get the fuck about my phone with your hating ass. I'm the type to drop a 50 ball and make it back. All this swag I got is custom, you can't pay for that.